everybody. I think we're pretty much back on track now. Feeling much better about everything. Just one of those things that happen, I guess. I've been thinking about changing this area a bit. I probably said it before, but now I've changed my mind again. But I think this time I'll just air it with you and see what you all think. So as you can see, that's the polytunnel. Now the wind always comes down from this way towards us, and it's not always windy, but when it is, it can get very windy. And I'm thinking that this area here, with it being protected by the polytunnel, might be a good area for things like maybe beans and, you know, things that perhaps grow up a little bit higher. Because my thought is that will act as a wind barrier, and this at the moment is not being used. So I pop the rabbit thing on there, which I'll show you what they do in a minute to the ground. But my thought was, well, they can do what they want to this ground, fertilise it at the same time, and then hopefully we'll put down some of the weed suppressant, and that should give me a nice sort of area. Maybe I might even use it for winter growing, I'm not sure yet. I'll have a think on that one, and perhaps you could give me your thoughts as well, please. This is what they do to the ground actually. Now this was less than 1 day, and I don't know if you can actually see that there's a patch here where they brought the grass right down. This was 2 days. They've fertilised as well, obviously, all here. And that's what I'm hoping they're going to do, because it was all like this. But after 2 days they've done this. So I'm hoping that they might fertilise the ground as well. Let me see. They were over here, and you can see less than a week ago the grass is all coming back, so it doesn't actually destroy the ground, but you can see where they've been. But we've got like little blades of grass all coming up already. They were over there at one point, we just keep moving them around, and that's all coming back over with whatever. But that's what I'm planning at the moment. But you can see they've been down here. I think this might have been 3 days. That was 2 days, and the one further on was just a day. Well, I think it was down there actually, was just a day. And we've just moved them around sideways, and we moved them down. But now, of course, they're down on the other side of the polytunnel. See what you think. And then I'm looking at taking my growing area totally out when everything's done. I'm not going to take it out till it's all done and finished this season. And open this up to the goats and the birds. Now that will mean that all this area will then have this extra piece here, which doesn't look much, but I think it probably is quite a bit. And maybe even move this fence here with the gate down. Let's see if I can take you down there a minute. To come across here, so that, you know, it's sort of flush with this, and go straight, excuse the ladder, but go straight across to the fence in there. So that in actual fact, I don't know if I can get back far enough, then they'll have over, well, this is half an acre, so they'll have at least, no, it'd be more than 1/4 of an acre they'll have. So if it comes across there like that, they'll have all of this to wander in and do their thing. Especially if, and I'm not sure we will be yet, but especially if we get pigs again, it'll give them a lot more room as well, even though they'll be not behind bars, but they'll be in their own little area. But I think that might be a good idea. So that'll give them a bit extra room, I think. And then this, obviously I got the polytunnel down here for, like I was saying, maybe the winter or maybe even next year's growing, because I know there's a lot of rubbish here to clear. All the way down here and over here where the polytunnel was going to go. So this has obviously got a lot of work to be done. I have actually got somewhere in there fruit trees going along there somewhere, or bushes should I say, but I'm looking at using all of this for actual fruit trees, because you really can't use it for anything else really. It's quite strange, but I think if I can clear it all out, it'd be a big mission to you know, accomplish. But I think it'd be nice to have apples and, you know, maybe even a pear tree or something in there. Excuse me. I've still in here, I don't know if you can see that, got some willow growing. It's not done great because of the goats, but the goats won't be in here soon, hopefully. This will be a no-no area for them. In fact, it probably is now actually. But I put quite a few in, and we did find some, but then the goats got in here. So they kind of took over really. But that is a willow, you know, piece that we put in the ground to grow. Here's one as well. So I think they will be okay. It'll just be a bit of time, I think, but there's one or two that seem to be okay, as long as we can keep the goats out now. Hopefully next year they'll come up a bit more. We're getting there slowly. We've got a few potatoes that were put very early on in the season, not many, but it'll do us a meal, and it's always nice to have your own. Can't beat your own potatoes or anything else really. One of the garlics that we grew, we've got a stray rabbit somewhere and it's decided to eat the top, but I think I can still save it, even if I put it in for, you know, dry them out and then put them in the ground again next year. And of course a few strawberries. We've got punnets of strawberries. We've done really well with them. Although some of them have been eaten by, oh, and that one, been eaten by whatever. You know, we've done really well. So these I've just put up with the birds, which are up here. And they seem to enjoy them. My cucumbers are beginning to flower a bit, and I think I might even have the odd one coming up there. This is a butternut squash. I know absolutely nothing about butternut squashes, but it does seem to be looking okay. I think it probably needs repotting because I got more than one plant in there. Courgettes. I've got courgettes outside, but I've also got them inside. Now I think these are a golden variety. I don't know if you can see them in there. They're like a yellowy colour. And I was ready to start looking up and seeing what had gone wrong because they were so yellow, because I thought they were lacking in something. And then I realised when I looked at the label, they actually say yellow golden. That's the variety. So I've left them. I'm just being stupid. Here is another cucumber plant, and it's got lots of nice flowers and what have you on there. And if I can get this in here, we've got some baby cucumbers coming, quite a few of them, so that's all good. My hanging basket's doing okay. It needs a bit of water, and we've not managed to fix the water system yet, but we've got some nice tomatoes coming on it, and I'm hoping, due to it being off the ground, we won't get hit by slugs up here. I think they're looking okay. They've got lots of flowers on, so all in all, hopefully good. My garlic, we've got a free running rabbit at the moment, and the rabbit decided it was going to have the garlic, and I decided it wasn't. So I've moved the garlic out here from they were in the rabbit room drying, and they're here drying now. So I think it's probably as good place as any. And I think, though they're not very big, they're okay. That one's looking nice. So they're nothing special. So I'm quite happy about that. We've got this one here, which I intend to split in the autumn and pop in the ground for next year's, hopefully. These are the can't remember the corms, the garlic corms from the elephant garlic, which Escaping the Matrix family gave us. So they're all doing their thing in there. These I've moved because I don't want them to shoot now, due to the fact that we're obviously moving everything over. So as everything's coming to a head, I'm removing it all together now. So those are the Egyptian walking onions. They're a different variety from them. Can't remember to save my life which one's which. These are our honeydew melons, which actually I think are coming on quite nicely. This is the elephant garlic that, again, Gary and Vicky sent to us. Very gratefully received. We have a little bit, well, I'm not sure what's happened there, but this isn't too bad. This is a bit of kale. We have chilies. There, I'm looking at the camera, so looking at what I'm doing. So they're coming on nicely. These are the aubergines, doing whatever they're doing. And then we have more chilies over there. And then we've got some young lettuce coming up here and down the bottom. So that's good. We've got some parsley here growing. And there's my oregano. I don't quite know what that is, but it looks like a ladybird, but I'm not sure it is because it's black and yellow. Hope it's the right variety, I'm not too sure. I've got my calendulas, etc. in here. Everything's still a little bit muddled, but I'll get there in the end. I've got some more tomatoes coming down here. Some of my offshoots of my strawberries, because everybody's saying I want more strawberries, so they're getting them next year. More in the way of chilies. This was actually basically dead, and it's not looking great now, but it is, some of the leaves are beginning to come through again. And this is called a toothache plant. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. I'm not sure what the Latin name is for it, but basically if you put that in your mouth and chomp on it with your teeth, your mouth will go numb. So basically if you've got toothache, you can actually take the pain away by numbing your mouth. Not sure how good it is, but I'm still here and I've used it, so I'm guessing it's okay, but it's quite a little novelty really. That was just something that I'd seen on another channel and thought, oh, I'll try that, and it does work, but you know. These are spring onions which I've not really potted on. The guys were saying to me earlier, really this is the wrong time of year to get a polytunnel, but like I said to them, I don't care, I've got one, so we shall see. I have got some more chilies, but they're very, very late, so I don't know if they'll do anything. And here, this is, I believe, yes, this is a dwarf lavender. I do love lavender and rosemary. Beautiful smell. So that definitely needs repotting, like most of the stuff here. But it's hanging on in there. I've got some geraniums for a bit of colour, otherwise you end up with everything green. They look nice with the calendulas, I think. And these have got that wonderful variegated leaf, which is really pretty. And I think that's about it. So I'll leave you looking at these because I think these are really nice. Lovely colours. And we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Goodbye.